Welcome to tagtog. This is Juanmi. Today we will show you how floating seats work in tagtog. Now, before we continue, note that the feature of floating seats it's only available in the enterprise plans of tagtog. So either Cloud Enterprise or On-Premises Enterprise. Good. Now, the main idea of floating seats is that when let's say you purchase a tagtog on-premises license and you get 3 users, actually you are getting so-called 3 active users. What that means is that at any given moment, 3 users will be able to log into the system, but actually you can have more users, in this example 5, register or created in your system. Okay? Consequently, in the list of your users or each user will always have the status of whether that user is active, yes, or not. Okay? And when we want to change an user, we can always toggle this active status as desired. Of course, the maximum users that we can have active at any given moment is the number of users that you got in your license. Now, what happens to an user who is not active? So for instance, the user C. Let's try to log in with that user. And we give the credentials of the user C, my password. We see with this user that I do not have any access because tagtog is telling me this user is not active. And well, as a user, I should contact the system administrator, which it will be you. Okay. Now, let's go back to the system administrator again. Now, and let's now actually log in to my organization user, which is the account holding the projects in this organization. Okay, so now we are in this user. We go to this project, and we go to settings, and here we see the members that are currently invited to the project. Now, let's say that actually I want to activate user C, and for instance, in order to do that, I disable or I deactivate the user V. Okay, so to do that, let's go to user V first, and I disable this user, or I deactivate it. I change it, and now tagtog is telling me, okay, so currently you have 2 active users. You can have a maximum of 3, and so now we can go to user C and indeed activate this user. Okay. And now we have user B who is not active and user C who is indeed active. If we go back to the project of my organization, now what I can do is, without deleting the user B from the project, I can add the new user, the user C, to the project. We give it a role, say creator, add to the project, and as we can see, this works. So now I have in this project my organization, user A and user C, who are active, and user B, who is not active, therefore the user B cannot log in at this moment. However, we did not have to delete the user from the project, and also a very good thing is that if we go back to the documents, for instance this one, and we inspect the version of the user B, we see that all the annotations of the user B are still there, and we can visualize them. So, summing up, floating seats, it's the possibility in tagtog to have more users in your organization than active ones, and the possibility of inviting or activating and deactivating users as you wish, and the possibility of inviting users to your project without having to delete previous users who are now inactive, and therefore also not having to delete their annotations. We hope that it was beneficial for you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.